Happy New Year! Now, last night I did not upload a video again because it was actually New Year's Eve and, you know, parties, friends, family, the whole shebang. So I didn't really have the time for it. But as usual, to make up for that day, I will be uploading two now. So, last video I spoke about the idea that, like, there are aspects of confidence which are strengths of ADHD. Okay, and I didn't want to say confidence is a strength of ADHD because it's a bit misleading, because I myself and other people I've known, while there have been people with ADHD I've known who are naturally confident and social butterflies, there are also plenty that have a sort of low self-esteem depending on their situation, on their symptoms, on how affected they are by certain traits of ADHD, cognitive traits or whatever. So I've said I'd break it up into like three groups of these key points of what I mean by confidence. There can be strengths of ADHD. Now, the last video, if I remember correctly, was about something. I don't know why, my brain just went blank, but doesn't matter. This video is going to be about good negotiators, the ability to be a good negotiator. Just want to say, I think I really like saying the word ability more than strength, just because it makes it sound like a superpower. Anyway, right, before I get into it though, usual mention of if you like the content and you want to see more, then leave a like, follow me here on TikTok, comment questions in the comments, and follow me, subscribe to the YouTube channel, that one. Right, so, good negotiators. Now, not everyone with ADHD is going to be a naturally gifted negotiator, a naturally skilled negotiator, but there are people with ADHD who are. And the reason for that comes into play with some of the other strengths like flexibility, creativity, enthusiasm. If you're talking about a subject that you're super enthusiastic about, that enthusiasm can easily come across when talking to other people and kind of be conveyed into persuasive techniques when you're talking to them. So it means you can connect on a deeper level. And when you're negotiating in any situation, then, or trying to persuade someone in general, you kind of want that. You want to form that connection, so then they're more likely to listen to what you have to say, take it on board, and maybe you influence them, maybe you don't. But the important thing is that they actually get what you're saying. So people with ADHD tend to be quite good at that. Some, I want to say again, some. However, the people who have ADHD, who are not naturally gifted negotiators or naturally skilled from the get-go, can, with the right formulation of strategies and methods to overcome whatever hurdles it is that are kind of limiting them or hindering them from being a good negotiator, with the right methods that they come up with, they can then develop that skill to become a good negotiator. You know, it depends. I mean, is it the cognitive traits that are hindering you, or is it your behavioral characteristics, your unique behavior that is hindering you in some way? So, and when I say that, what I mean is, like, I use lots of hand gestures. I don't know if you noticed, I use a lot in the video, but my hands aren't always in the video. But I know people who, I apologize for my hand gestures, and they're like, oh, no, and they find it funny, or they find it engaging, there's something about it they like, or charming, or people have said, no, I don't mind it because it shows you're really excited, which it does. You know, when you're enthusiastic, your hands move. So, but I also know people who find it really distracting and annoying. So that's what I mean. You know, if you're talking to someone, if you're trying to be a good negotiator, or you're trying to persuade someone in some way, then you don't want to come across distracting or annoying because, well, it's distracting and it's annoying. They're not going to listen. But if you're talking to someone who actually finds it to be quite a nice trait of a person to have, or, you know, sees it as something good and positive, like, you know, it just shows your enthusiasm, so clearly you care about what you're talking about, then you're not going to hinder yourself. You're not going to, like, consciously think, right, don't move my hands. And that's what I mean. It depends on who you're talking to. But with ADHD, with the, like I said, flexibility being one up there, you know, one very positive trait of ADHD, if you ask me, it means you're able, once you've found the methods that you need to like overcome your obstacles, then with the flexibility and your creativity, your ability to think outside the box, you're much more capable then of sort of cluing in on the person you're talking to, on what it is that's going to annoy them, what it is that's going to make them happy, what it is they want to talk about, what they don't want to talk about, and you can shift the conversation in that direction, you know? So it's strange. It's a strange strength to think about, but there we are. I mean, good negotiators. I think that's the best way I can put it into words, everything I've said so far. So, and you know, being a good negotiator can come in handy with lots of things. Depends on your job. Does your job include negotiations, you know, sales? Maybe you're a detective or a police person, you know, or, you know, in school, are you in a group activity and you need to negotiate with another person, or do you need to persuade someone or something? Or sometimes just in general with communication, you can use it as a good way of being better at communication. Because the parts of ADHD that get in the way of being a good negotiator are usually things like impulsivity, distraction, lack of attention, a difficulty to manage your emotions. But there are methods for overcoming those. And like I said, once you do, the rest is like clear sailing for that. You know, you've got your methods, you use them as a stepping, it's like a stepping stool, but I think I've said that wrong, to get where you want to go, and then just go with it. So that's all I have to say on good negotiation. And the next one is the last bit of confidence that I want to talk about, and that is going to be about being an effective influencer, which I think is very relevant considering today, you know, things like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So that's the next thing I'll be talking about. So if you're interested, stay here, you know, check out the next video. And like I said, if you like this one, follow, subscribe, leave a like, comment, questions in the comments, and I'll see you soon, and I hope you have a great year. Bye!